All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3 out, 3 there. Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got hard.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch out. 36.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go. 58, boys, 58.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check 99. Hey, lock it. Switch.
On 1st down, Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mike's 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 50's the Mike.
Shoot. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on, man. Let's
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
6-3, 2-18, chop.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Door. Check. No. Whip. Big Rivers.
Now it's Hines. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check three. Check. Press now. Hey,
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 18 Gator. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Jim. Alert 3. Kill. Hey, Sam off. Hey, check 24. Go. Mike's 50. Mike's 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, break. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
50, play. Bravo. Single. 6-6, bullet,
3rd and long for Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter.
And he's taken down, back at his own 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Garner. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run the counter. It's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Play action now. Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Hines, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come out here in the eye. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Rivers going to try and sneak it, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it. It's Mack, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones now to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rock it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. Hey, we got 3 down. Check. Fair. Check. Hey, alert 3. Check 9. Rush in. Down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, exit. Mike 50. Hit it.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 3. Leo. Shoot.
On third down, Hines. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Got him in. It's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
No. Go on.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
70, Indy. Here we go, D. Under 10, under 10, 10. Now. We got motion. Back up. Shift. Check, crunch.
On first down, it's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Kick the ball. Strip that ball. Yep. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 50. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time. Check. Check 31. Watch safety creep. Hard. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
We want it. Come to my world. Shit. Watch the shit. Alert flare. Get it.
They run again with Hines. Muscles him off. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
Play fake. Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch twist. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Deuce. Jump. Hey, lock it. Jump it. Go.
On first down, it's Hines. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Slam. Check 24. Look at me. Door.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah,